Good evening. What is this video about? The art of the affidavit, or should I title it The Way of the Affidavit for Bruce Lee? No? Okay, I don't know. Anyway, it'll be titled something like that. What is an affidavit? What does it mean to you? Why do you need to know about it? Why is this a very, very, very important tool that you need to know? All right. Well, an affidavit basically is a file that you put together that states facts. You're not arguing back and forth your side with the court or with the judge or about the officer or the prosecutor, whatever, blah blah blah. You're stating facts in a business format that once you go and get notarized becomes a matter of fact. Okay, so it becomes factual, and when you submit it to the various parties, by law, they have to refute or rebut each fact on there in order to defeat your claim. Okay? Because, and I'm going to kind of jump around, the bottom of your affidavit should have your final decree, if you will, your final oath. So anybody who's bought in any of my files knows that all mine have it on there. And on mine, I typically state that, I'm a U.S. national. I'm not inside of your jurisdiction. All this information I hold to be true. My hand to God. By penalty of perjury or whatever else, I declare all of this to be fact or so. Get it stamped and notarized. Now the state or the country, that particular state is synonymous with country, so your state is now backing up as a third party your claim, kind of acting as a witness. And if you can get a friend, especially two more people, to sign off that yes, they witnessed this as well, or they support your claim, it holds almost like a tribunal of power against them, and now they have to refute that, because now not only you saying it, but the state notary is backing it up, or at least is providing themselves as witness to it, and then your other people are backing you up personally. So it becomes a very powerful tool. What should one look like? Well, there's a number of different ways, but you can't see them, it's too small. But you want to go to Google and type in affidavit sample. Okay, and I'll bring up all of these here. And then you can pick and choose. Mine are pretty much all the same. I found one format that I like, and I just keep using it. Small thing, like on the bottom, it might, typically they'll say like signature. Okay, a lot of people have been arguing that if you use the word signature, because it's their word supposedly, I have not looked that up in black laws, but I'm sure it's in there. To avoid that, a lot of people like myself will also put like, mark of a U.S. national, or U.S. national name, or the house of, or signet is one of the ones I like to use, because in the old days you'd have like a signet ring, or it was your house crest, a way of putting your name or your mark so that they knew this was you. Okay, so you can kind of do that to kind of avoid their jurisdiction. And as always, remember to not use the zip code when referring to your house, stuff like that. That's their jurisdiction. Okay, it's a benefit. Some of the, let's see here. You don't want to, like I said, you don't want to argue on there. You're not there to argue. Arguing causes controversy. Controversy causes you to go to court. Court is a volley between the two separate parties. It's supposed to be non-biased judge. But if you do that, you basically are entering into their jurisdiction, because they have the right to get involved in anything that's controversial. Okay. You state your facts. They have to refute each one on there. Some people do this in the form of a writ, which then you can send to them. That's kind of how I do it in my formats. Like I said, with the cop stop letter, or the chief of police letter, I put in these key points that they have to refute. And a majority of them, they can't. They don't have a leg to stand on it in these things. Of course, their biggest shot in the dark is obviously they're going to say, well, you did something to cause yourself to be called or define yourself as a U.S. citizen. Okay, so you have to find ways to remove that or overcome that. And that's what I help to do in these various files and forms. The cop stop letter just has basic things that you can use to attack for, like, your basic tickets and things of that nature. Chief of police letter, it's a little bit more powerful. I basically put in everything in there that, like, and including the kitchen sink. Just because the last stuff that they tried to get away with on me irked me, and I tried to leave them alone, but there's always going to be that one guy that oversteps. And unfortunately, it's kind of like whack-a-mole. If you don't whack it, then they're just going to keep popping up. So that's where that letter came in for. The art of the affidavit, it's powerful because it is, you are decreeing that on everything you hold and know dear. So you can think all the stuff you want in your head. They don't work with your thoughts. Half the time, most people can't even communicate properly. So whoop-de-do, you know what I mean? You have to put it on paper. You have to put it in a format that they understand. You have to mark it on the top, affidavit of, or just the affidavit, or affidavit of, whatever your name is. However you want to set it up. Put in your key points, and as always, you want to send these immediately, right after the day after your ticket, or the day of, or whatever else. Because the longer you wait, like I used in the other video, it's like liquid concrete. It's soft. You have a chance to get out of it. Once that hardens by you taking your time, and all of a sudden it's a week or a day or the day of you going to court or something, by acquiescence, you have basically said that their claim against you is pretty much solid, and you've already signed the tickets. If you've signed the tickets, you've created a bond for them, first of all, which they can make some money off of. But then you've also agreed to show up. So that's really what they're putting a warrant out on, is that you didn't show up. You made a promise. Your contract, you broke your contract. Now they have the right to pull you in there and do some more stuff. See what I'm saying? So an affidavit, when done correctly, you can it's everything. You can declare your status. You can inform them of your rights, who you are as a citizen, as a U.S. national, all that stuff. Anything you want to declare, you put it in that form. I recommend getting it notarized. Get a friend or two to put their signature on there, or excuse me, their mark, and away you go. So without that, you're basically, here's the thing. Say it doesn't work, okay? Say yours doesn't work, mine doesn't work, whatever, let's just say. If it doesn't work, at least you tried, okay? But if it works, even a little bit, that's better than where you were, okay? So you definitely want to put your information down. And typically for something like that, if you're going to do a writ, I think you have up to between 20 or no more than probably 30 questions you can ask. And like I said, in my letters, those are the things that I put in there. All the stuff that they don't really want to be asked. But you definitely want to ask them to help you out. Okay, so you'll find that sometimes they'll try to work with you. Okay, now if they try to work with you when you send in some of these things, guess what? You've got them on the ropes, and they're still trying to wriggle some money out of you. You can work with them, or you can go in. Don't get cocky. Don't be disrespectful. But just if you want to stand on your square, as we Masons and Knights say, then you can definitely do that. You've got that right. Okay, but you're not there to get back. You're not there to piss them off. You don't care if this does any of that. Justice is blind and it's cold. So you're just trying to make sure that things are done accordingly by you to the nth of the law. Okay, that's it. And if you happen to declare yourself properly and those things don't apply to you, hey, too bad, so sad. Okay. One of the things that has been popping up is that I've told you guys where to send these declarations multiple times in multiple places. What some people have been experiencing is that some of these places have been returning them. Don't get discouraged. typically they'll say like, we don't have the filing room or the filing capacity or the jurisdiction, or this doesn't pertain to our corporation or whatever. That's fine. They've seen it. They've probably made a copy of it and kept it. They may not have. They may just return the whole thing, in which case that's fine. Send it out to other places. Okay. So your, obviously, the White House, Department of State, your governor, your mayor, chief of police, and especially go and get it recorded down at your local county recorder's office. Okay. Pay the fee of 10 or 12 bucks and file it there. That way it's on public record. And then later on, if you need any information in there and you're like, hey, I've already declared myself to this state and the Department of State as being a U.S. national and a sovereign and foreign to the United States, which I have, it's contained in my passport file, which for those people who bought the explanatory statement, you know, it's, you know, all that information and all the other goodies are in there. That way they can't say that it wasn't out there, because if it's out there and it wasn't refuted, especially by them, then by acquiescence, it's fact. Okay, obviously you can't make, or you can make outrageous claims if you really want to, but then they're not going to probably take you serious. So keep it serious, keep it legit, and state your stuff, make your affidavits, and send them out. So that's pretty much it. I want to thank Norm. I told you I would send you a shout out. You contacted, sent a donation. Well, somebody else did. I apologize. I don't remember their name right now, but I thanked you in the email. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. Thank you guys for supporting me, everything that is this channel. More information to come. I've got lots of goodies. I just haven't had time to make them. Sorry. I have recently turned off the comments for the videos. I know. Sorry. I don't have time to answer all of them. And though 99% of you guys are great, of course you got your trolls here and there, and I just don't have time to go through all of them. But for those particular trolls, you should know that I will just delete your comment. So that's just what it is. To other people who leave the positive comments, it'll be back up, and I don't know when exactly, but when I get time. Okay, so I'll pop it on from time to time. It's just, I've got so many in there that people are asking for stuff, and a lot of the guys, I'm sorry, you're just going to have to do a lot of homework on your own, because I can't answer every comment. I mean, a couple hundred comments and emails, like it, even if it took me 2 minutes to answer, you know, to type out a question. I'm not the fastest typer, first of all. You know, times 200 or 300 emails and comments, it's just a lot. It's only me, guys. Like, you know, I've got 1 or 2 other people who help me with some ideas and things, but when it gets back to that, just a single guy, working full time, and I do this when I have free time. So it's just to help you guys. Like, I know all this stuff, but I just have a lot of friends who are like, you need to share that, put that up there. That's YouTube gold. This will help a lot of people. And of course, you guys have thanked me. And I appreciate it. I really do. I read as many as I can, and I answer some free ones. So anyway, I digress. Thank you guys for supporting. The files are down below. Otherwise, go to the main headquarters for my YouTube page. And stay healthy. Hit that bell, like, subscribe. And more videos will be coming up. I don't know, probably this week. So be looking for them. They should be popping up. All right, talk to you guys later. Thanks for the support. Enjoy the rest of your day.